Hello everyone, it's Keisha. Welcome back. So today in this video I'm going to tackle the collection of lace that I have accumulated over the years, and I've been looking online to see a way of doing things, and I'm just going with a way that will fit my storage, and I will put this aside for now. The storage box that I chose is an empty tissue box, and I use them a lot for cards and other things that I make in abundance. So I basically clip the top to each corner and glue the sides in. Makes it a bit more sturdy, and if I think it's not sturdy enough, I will wrap this with wrapping paper. Then I will have some chipboard, and I will cut the width a little smaller than the width of my tissue box, and in this case it'll be 4.5 wide by 6 high. So then I could leave it as it is. You know, if you're fine with this look, then that's okay. I have decided to put wrapping paper on both sides, and I picked some wrapping paper that is not too busy. As always, my choice of glue is Aleene's Tacky glue, and I will dilute it this time. And that goes by feel. First of all, I get the bigger bottle, put a little plastic on top so that I can take my lid off. Sometimes the glue will shut the lid. And so I will just pour a healthy dollop in here. Put the lid on first so that I don't forget. And have a little bit of water here in the container, and I will just pour some in and stir and see how I like the consistency. I want it not too runny, but not too thick either. I like to use the yellow boards as spillage, whatever. So now I'm going to add one paper to one side, and you want to be generous with the glue. Then I'm moving this aside because this is all dirty with glue, to put my paper on, checking if I have everything. And then I will use my brayer to roll the excess glue from underneath the paper, and in the meantime smoothing out the paper. Now it's kind of glued, and that's where my knife comes in. I'll just peel it off like this from my board, and I will place this something like that to dry so that it won't adhere, because some glue comes through here, and so that it won't adhere to wherever I'm laying this on. So when that is dry, I will have to cut off the excess. I will put that aside, and I have my special cutting board for a knife. This is a self-healing mat for my rotary cutter, but if I would cut in there with my knife, it would actually cut slivers out. So this is an old piece of mat, so now I'm using an old piece for that. And very carefully I will cut away the excess paper. This goes a lot quicker than with a scissor, and you want to hold the knife as flat as possible, not upright, because this way you have more chance of cutting in the board. So if you use it a little quite flat, you have less chance of cutting in your board. And now I will add this paper to this side. The next step is to 1/2 inch away from the top edge, and I will place this in the middle. Now this board is 4 inches wide. Some are 4, some are 4.25. Some just came 4 and I just used them. So I want a 3-inch wide gap on the top and the bottom. So first I'm drawing my line. I'll be getting my mat again, and I will cut the slit with my knife. You have to put a lot of pressure on it because this is quite thick. I'll turn it over and I will cut this out. Now, as you can see, this paper is thinner than this wrapping paper, and it won't cut as nice either. So there is a difference in wrapping paper, and I do prefer the thicker one, but you can't always tell from the packaging material. And I get most papers from the thrift store. So now I'm ready to wind my laces and bands on here. If they're narrow enough, I can add 2 on here. We'll see how it goes. All right, I'm back with a bunch of my laces and bands, and now it's time to sort them and wrap them. So here I have a bunch of the cards that I made before, and yeah, then it's basically seeing what I want to go together. So for instance, here I have this beautiful band, and it was in the bottom of my tub, so no wonder I didn't see it. So I'm gonna see how thick this is going to be, because here I have another one, and I think it would look nice if they go together like that, but it depends on how thick this will be and if I have to use the whole card for just the one. And then I will use pins to pick up another one and then bury the point down so that when I grab one, it won't hook behind the pin of another. Okay, so that was this one, and we'll use this one over here. No, the other way around. There. Okay, let me get a box. So I have a box here, and in goes number 1. So this is basically how I had envisioned it to going in my box. And I will do a few more. Okay, so I'll mention this. I have this kind of lace or band, but I cut this off, and I cut this off. And then I'm left with this honeycomb strip that I probably can use in making textured paper. So this is what I have left, and I think this is a lot nicer than this altogether. And I'm bound to use this more if I cut this beforehand apart than if I see this and it doesn't appeal to me, so that then I won't grab it either. And here's another thing I did. This is the top edge of a valance that I cut off a valance, of course, and then I wove in another piece of, yeah, I think I cut that also from something else, and I thought it looked nice, but I'm not so sure it does. But I will keep it together for now, and I can always take it apart later. Okay, let's do some more wrapping. All right, I'm back, and I've wound most of my laces on the cards that I showed you before. It looks less than I thought I had. When it's all in a rumble jumble, it looks like you have a whole lot. Now everything is neatly wound, and so this is one of my boxes with the wider laces. Then here I have one that has like fancy ones, ruffled ones, and the plain ones. And these ones come on a card like this, and I left them on the card because I thought, well, it fits nicely in here like that. And another box. And this is my 4th box. Now I also have the tendency to rip strips for the sides of my pages that I like to do, and I had some room left over, so I placed them in here also so that I can see what I had, how wide they are, how skinny they are. So this is the organization of my lace, and I might do another video about another organization, but that will be in the future. I have to think about it first. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was useful for you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.